The final momentum of the ball.
So do we need a textbook now?
Huh?
Do we need a textbook now? No.
Not really. You can use it to do homework questions. M is 0.01 and B is how much? 70. This is 0.7. So what is the unit of momentum? Unit of mass multiplied by unit of velocity. That's unit of momentum. Or
So that's EF 0.
F for final, subscript. Subscript I am using
momentum.
initial and final. Yeah. See, like you don't have different symbol for momentum, like velocity, U for initial, V for final. So I can write VI and VF for initial and final velocity also, or V1, V2. What is third? Rate of change of momentum. So what is rate of change of momentum? Delta P by delta T. What is it? You can also write this as or delta P by or delta P by. T is the time duration. So rate of change of momentum is nothing but force. देखो इधर से. What is rate of change of momentum? Okay.
Delta P upon delta.
वही तो force है. Rate of change of momentum ही तो force है. So you can modify this formula में. अलग-अलग तरह से क्वेश्चन पूछ लेता है. ये तो है. ठीक है. और क्या निकालना है? Acceleration of the ball. तो acceleration क्या है? A is equal to अब acceleration का फॉर्मूला हमने यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा है क्योंकि वो सेकंड चैप्टर से आता है. Acceleration का भी डिफाइन किया हमने सेकंड चैप्टर. तो ऐसे ही सेकंड चैप्टर का भी फॉर्मूला समरी बनाना. फर्स्ट चैप्टर में फॉर्मूला समरी बनाने की जरूरत नहीं. फर्स्ट चैप्टर ऐसे ही फॉर्मूला को ज्ञान है. तो सेकंड चैप्टर से एक्चुअल फिजिक्स तुम्हारी स्टार्ट होगी. फर्स्ट चैप्टर पूरी फिजिक्स है, पूरी राइट नाउ और फ्यूचर फुल फिजिक्स है फर्स्ट चैप्टर में. ठीक है. तो फर्स्ट चैप्टर को एक बार पढ़ के मत भूलो, पढ़ा था ऐसा सोचो. लेकिन सेकंड चैप्टर ऑनवर्ड तुम्हें सीरियसली स्टार्ट है. पहले चैप्टर में केवल यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट्स के बारे में, लेकिन उसका जो यूसेज है वो सेकंड चैप्टर से स्टार्ट है. तो और इंटरेस्टिंग भी है. सेकंड चैप्टर ऑनवर्ड द फिजिक्स इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग. ये कितना हो गया तुम्हारा 70 माइनस 50. ये कितना है? 0.25. अब फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का यूनिट तुम्हें याद है तो डायरेक्टली यूनिट लिख दो. जैसे यहाँ पे अब मैंने हर एक जगह यूनिट नहीं लिखा. शुरू मैंने हर एक जगह यूनिट लिखा है, लेकिन अगर तुम्हें इसका यूनिट डायरेक्टली याद है तो डायरेक्टली भी लिख सकते हो. ठीक है ना. यूनिट कैसे लिखेंगे हम? डिराइव्ड यूनिट. जो भी फॉर्मूला में है एक एक क्वांटिटी का यूनिट लिखते जाओ, डिराइव्ड और फंडामेंटल यूनिट जो हमने किया था वही है। यूनिट ऑफ मोमेंटम इज यूनिट ऑफ मास इनटू यूनिट ऑफ वेलोसिटी। तो इसका केजी हो गया, इसका मीटर पर सेकंड, तो केजी मीटर पर सेकंड है। और ये क्या है, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम वी नो इट इज फोर्स, फोर्स की यूनिट क्या है, न्यूटन, डायरेक्टली लिख दिया।
Can you just shut
Stand out.
Okay, the magnitude of force applied. What is the magnitude of force applied? Same, because rate of change of momentum is the force. Magnitude of force applied is ma. So by second law, force is mass into acceleration. Here mass, here acceleration. So actually 5 and 3 are the same thing. So you can see the answer for sub question 3 and sub question 5 is same. Okay. So now let's come to the second example. Let's do the sheet 2. So try it yourself. Write down the given data. Then there are two things you are supposed to do.
Change in momentum and average.
So what is given? First write down the given data.
mass is given as 100 kg.
Straight away convert it in kg. Then you have,
Initial velocity
yes, initial velocity is
30 meters per second.
correct. It is brought to rest. So what is its final velocity?
0.
0. No need to write the unit, but okay, 0 meters. Because it's anyway not covering anything. So 0 में unit नहीं भी लिखा तो चले. And how much time it took for it to bring to rest? 0.03 seconds. So this is the data. So you have to find the change in momentum. So change in momentum delta P is equal to what? Final minus initial. So what is it? This will be 0 minus.
Not question 100.
Change in momentum is minus 3 kg meter per second.
Change in momentum.
So what is the meaning of minus?
Retarded.
Opposite direction. Okay. Force must be, momentum is changing in the opposite direction. तो यही तो second law है. Force acts in the direction of change of momentum. So whenever you stop any object, force क्या लगता है? Opposite direction. Retarding force. ठीक है? न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ का स्टेटमेंट समझ में आया? जो डेफिनेशन तुम्हें याद नहीं हो रही थी, उसमें ये लिखा हुआ है, the direction of force is in the direction of change of momentum. समझे? Average force applied by the player. तो average force क्या होता है? तो डेल्टा P by डेल्टा T होता है. Average force क्या होता है? डेल्टा P by डेल्टा T. सेकंड लॉ क्या है ये?
Second.
डेल्टा P आ गया तुम्हारा -3, डेल्टा T कितना है? 0. अभी हमने यहाँ पे टी लिखा है, तो ये टी है कि डेल्टा टी है?
ये टी है।
डेल्टा टी है, टी माइनस जीरो, जितने टाइम लगा, टाइम इंटरवल सेम ही है, डेल्टा टी और टी एक ही बात है। समझ में आया? टाइम ड्यूरेशन है ना, मतलब 0.03 से पहले हमारा टाइम स्टार्ट हुआ 0 सेकंड से 0.03, तो डेल्टा टी क्या हो गया? ये तो डेल्टा टी टाइम इंटरवल होता है, which is t only. ठीक है, तो ये कितना हो गया? -100 न्यूटन. So this is the average force acting. So to stop any ball, let us say the ball is coming towards me. Ball is coming towards me. So I have to apply force in the opposite direction of the motion of the ball. So this force is opposite to the motion of the ball. कितना? 100 न्यूटन. तो माइनस हमेशा डायरेक्शन देता है, वेक्टर क्वांटिटी का फोर्स. वेक्टर क्वांटिटी का डायरेक्शन किससे मिलता है? पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव साइन. पॉजिटिव का मतलब इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन, नेगेटिव मतलब ऑपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन. याद रखो, ठीक है? ये चीज समझ आ रहा है? अब आप आते हैं थर्ड क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट और सेकंड में किसी को कोई डाउट है? पक्का? साइन का क्या मतलब है, ये सब समझ आ रहा है? So now everybody turn to page number 46.
Heat is transferring.
Heat
Heat is transferring from
transfer
your. Oh. अरे दोनों प्रोसेस में से कोई भी नहीं हो सकता, फिर यहाँ से सर बोलो.
So next question.
I just touched it.
Yeah, you are very hard. Just take care. Okay. Everybody read question please. Page 46. What you have to calculate here? Gravitational force. So which formula to be used?
G M1
Depends on the given data and how the question is asked. Okay. So what is the given data?
G M.
So now I'm writing G and now writing the formula directly. F is equal to okay. So what are the two bodies? M1 is 40 kg, M2 is 80 kg. And what is the value of G? What is the value of G? 6.67 or just 7? You can use both. What is the unit of gravitational constant?
6.
देखो, unit of gravitational constant is Newton multiplied by meter square divided by kg square. Okay, so the unit is Newton meter square. This is the derived unit of capital G. Understood? Then M1 is 40 kg, M2 is 80 kg. What is the distance between the two objects? 15 meter. So you can write D or R square. This is what it is. Okay. So when you solve it, therefore meter square will get cancelled with this. And this becomes then 15 squared. So this is how much? This kg will get cut with this kg. So this much Newton you'll get. Now simplify. So unit also get cut the way numbers get cut. This is what you should get. Force the unit, सिर्फ न्यूटन बचना चाहिए, बाकी सब कैंसिल है. तो अब इसको डिवाइड कर लो. 5 8 is 40, 5 3 is 15. Let's say 5 3 is 15, 5 16. Okay. Now you can solve it. 6.7. Eight into 16 divided by 9. So now when you solve it, you will get the final answer. अब solve करने के लिए you have to do it yourself. ये आना चाहिए. So just verify. Yeah. So which school exam is going on?
Not quite.
Most of them are
And
from
Sadhuvaswati.
Sadhuvaswati. Those who haven't turned up, they're all from Sadhuvaswati and all.
October 8 September 2023.
You all are from same school?
No. Udar, West and
Four schools sitting here.
Three.
Three schools.
Udar, and West.
All of them are teaching you chapters in sequence, 1, 2, 3, like
Yeah.
except Northpoint, I think. They are
Like till now we have completed till 1 to 3. I guess we can start with heat after this.
And maths it is
Not
no
one.
other
No,
subjects
not
it is.
this.
so you all have started heat.
No, we have to.
Now you will be starting heat
Like
after.
we don't know. Like we can start the 4 chapters. No, ma'am said we can.
Yeah, the difficult chapters, this is what the school does. They will keep it for the last moment. When the
Okay,
students
so
are,
it is easy.
take hardly any. It's a very long chapter, but hardly any.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
numericals.
No numericals.
No, no,
Oh, let's go. No numericals.
अरे heat में क्या रहेगा?
None actually. See, once you become familiar, so if you feel numericals are difficult, then chapters are difficult. So physics, every chapter has numericals except one or two,
And after heat, ma'am said she tells it upthrust.
which is pressure.
The fourth one.
So heat is like a joyride. Different forms of energy, clean and green energy, how to control pollution, all that.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's what it is. How to produce energy in different ways.
So I like the most. Light is the easiest.
Everything is easy. Once you become familiar,
So
physics is easy.
magnetism is easy.
Somebody, your school teachers have scared you so much. Rather than teaching you, they have only done the job of scaring you. Like it takes a lot of effort to teach so many difficult concepts. And once you understand, then it's fun. Provided you like it, because once I teach, but you also have to practice. It's not one way effort. So it's two-way process. Like I said, you have to do homework. Are you doing homework? Then it will be difficult. So the chapters जिसके homework तुमने किए हैं, those chapters will be easy. जो नहीं किया वो difficulty होगा.
सर असम हमेशा कर लिया था असम
Is
हमेशा
very physics का उसको पता नहीं है बहुत
लेकिन क्लास में
passion.
वो क्लास में फिजिक्स में ठीक था बोलते हैं
You cannot judge anybody. क्या होता है people just like जिसको हम बोलते थे बच्चे को यार एकदम बेवकूफ बच्चा है. He gets into IIT. ठीक है बहुत और जो 90 से कभी नीचे आया नहीं वो मुश्किल से पास हो ऐसा भी देखा गया. So the interest changes. So it's like switch on switch off. अगर तुम्हें कोई चीज अच्छी लगती है तो तुम उसको किसी को बोलना नहीं पड़ता तुम्हें. Confusion भाग रहा है. There is no confusion. Confusion. Mukherjee. And where is Nehru?
crazy
Is good.
but maybe top one
Jay Baban to talks too much. Huh?
about 20
The comedy. He is also sharp. But
He has white hair.
wow
yes, silver. White is silver grey.
So यहाँ पे like silver वाले.
but naturally
Silver grey बोलते हैं, white नहीं.
अरे कुछ तो है वही कलर. Whitish shade.
अरे कौन मतलब तुम लोग किस कौन से ग्रेड
All of them are very good, but they are very raw.
Control C, Control D.
They have developed interest, huh? I have told them, na, they have made a group. I have see what I have done with them is I have made them make a group with one boy and one girl admin. Okay, your class group. Then they are saying, sir, बहुत homework है. मैंने बोला, you divide the question among yourself and help each other. Take ownership of 3 questions or 2 questions. कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, तू ये कर. Then help each other. So you become question expert. So that divides the load now. So you have to be smart and use social media for productive purpose rather than Insta and Reel and
YouTube man yeah but I don't even have Insta
Insta. You can't have an account. You probably are hacking into somebody else's, peeping into somebody else's. You can't have an account. How many of you have an account? Your brothers or
Instagram
My brother.
you cannot have an ID right now, can you?
many people do
That is fake IDs, right? You declare wrong age and all that. You can't have it under 18, right?
No.
we can 13
In Facebook.
no what Instagram Facebook every single you even have Facebook I don't have
So
Facebook
our Instagram expertise is opening up.
no even he has Instagram account please even you have it
I don't have
So the
have
thing
most of
is-
the functions.
Listen, it's very distracting and addictive.
Ian did
Hours
20.
will just pass flipping reels.
I don't have Instagram.
Very good.
Age.
So, and it will dull your brain. I'm telling you. If you
Still
get
people
hooked,
do not have Insta, they scroll YouTube shorts and it's the same thing as Instagram.
it is. So, any kind of social media addiction right at this age is going to spoil you. I'm bluntly putting it on your face. Do not, if possible, go to the old kind of phone without the old graphics. Just for communication. Yeah, this is wise.
I
Wise
don't
decision.
want this one.
If you want to study well, get rid of social media.
Sir, see this. YouTube.
I mean, you can hang out with your friends, but only for
Hang up.
social etiquettes and familiarity. But do not spend time. You'll end up spending hours and hours on it. You have hardly 2 hours remaining for self-study in a day. Hardly. And you spend half an hour chill. They say, देखो chill करना है. क्या है actually?
सर ये देखो इसमें सब है
सर,
YouTube पे न्यू है E and Dead 420
Yes, has to.
Okay, so next question.
So
You got the answer? Which are the difficult chapters?
It's like my mom's but I actually
Yeah, everybody use it. Come on, don't give me that.
everybody uses it.
Everybody, and you got to, because you got to know the. You have to live with time, but you don't have to get addicted.
Nah, sir, not addicted. They're
Sir,
not.
it's
They're addicted to games, sir. It's equivalent to sir, nah.
It's like addicted to grow up.
Rivalries.
If you come up with arguments like sir, पढ़ने को time नहीं मिलता है,
Sir, ऐसा कौन बोलता है?
so you know the answer. और बच्चे हैं, सर थक जाते हैं, but you don't. रील्स अगर तुम्हें 3 घंटा देखने बोलते 3 घंटे देखेंगे,
So think
बिल्कुल बगैर थके, रेस्ट करने की भी याद नहीं है.
The rule is satisfaction.
Okay, let's do example 4. Now example 4, interesting.
I'm at the rule is satisfaction.
what's that?
Satisfaction is satisfaction. अरे कॉलेज की लेवल इसकी तो लोगों को मारना है.
Bugs. Like dogs
Fighting
who stab you.
No,
Yes.
no, fact.
और तेरे पास
No,
अलग-अलग
Drops is not fair.
shut off. तेरे पास अलग-अलग character उसका अलग ability.
Okay, we are. See, you don't have to tell to begin the discussion and endlessly go in a long loop. Come back here.
Yes.
What is this movie?
Example 4.
Baddie.
The swimming pool is sand time years.
What the hell?
You open that folder.
Ball is thrown vertically upwards. What motion is this? Upward motion.
I never pended or pended or
Such questions, you should draw a diagram. Okay, it is an upward motion. So, what height it goes up to? It goes up to a height of 19.6 feet. Then comes back to the ground.
Who is
It also comes back to the ground.
who is
So, this is the motion started in the upward direction. Then it has to come back on the ground. Full motion, upward and backward, upward and downward. Now, what about G? G is G will act downward also. G you have to take as 9 point. In this question, what value of G you will use? 9.8. Okay. So, what is the first part of the question?
Mama bear.
Yeah, mama bear.
What is to be calculated? U is equal to what? So think how will what method will which formula will use?
initial methods.
So to calculate U, which motion you will consider?
Upward.
Upward motion. Now at the final height, this will be 0. So you have U, you have height, you have B, and you have G. Which formula relates
B is equals to no.
third equation?
B square minus
U, V, H, G.
B square minus U square is equals
Okay.
to G.
So since V
Sir,
square,
go to the washroom.
go. So you have to find U. So what is V now? At top, V will be 0 for upward motion. So 0. U you have to find out. What will be G? Plus or minus?
Minus.
And H is 19.6. For upward motion, G has to be minus. I told you. This is where you will chances of making mistake if you put wrong sign for G. So for upward motion, G is negative.
So 9.8 into 15.6, what is that?
ठीक है? One thing you must note that in such kind of a motion, whatever time it takes to reach maximum height, same time it will take to come down also. This also will be, let's say this is T2 and T1 is equal to T2. Okay? The other thing is, once it reaches the maximum height, for downward motion, now your U becomes 0 and V will be equal to this U. This V will be same as initial velocity. So you can say this V meaning what? Dekho, suppose you threw the ball with 5 meters per second. So it goes here at the top height, its velocity is 0. Now it will hit the ground with 5 only. It was projected with 5 meters per second. But when it comes back, falls, before hitting the ground, its velocity would have reached same 5 meters per second. Is that clear? So the upward and downward motion are symmetric. Okay, they are like mirror. Okay? So what did I tell you? Time for upward maximum height during upward motion is equal to same time in covering the downward journey. Is that clear? So once it acts as accelerated motion, the other case it acts as retarded motion. So how much is U then? So this is also so minus. So U will be what? So you will be 19.6 meter. Correct? So this was part 1. Now what is part 2? Total time of journey. Total time will be 2 times T1. What? If water goes into lung, then it could be lethal. And you will be charged with murder conspiracy.
Assassination.
These days, juveniles also have to go in jail.
And that
What they had, but you will be punished.
Without it.
Now, juveniles will not get any mercy, okay? Be a good citizen.
Sir, you get a minor.
They are called juvenile. Under 18s are treated as juvenile. Earlier, law was little lenient for you. But now they are saying they have so much of exposure, you cannot, because they are killing people.
Yeah, there was a 50 who wanted to kill
In
him.
America.
In America.
So in short, you cannot get away now.
going to kill who?
You will be punished hard.
I tell you the story later, it's very even here.
Okay, so now you find T from the upward journey. Now since consider upward motion. So we have V is equal to U plus GT. I'm considering upward motion, so I'm using time T1 for upward motion. So what is T1? U we found out as 19.6 minus 9.8. Correct? For upward motion, our G is minus 9.8. So what is T1 therefore? Therefore 9.8 T1. Therefore T1 is equal to 19.6 divided by, which is equal to 2 seconds. So we got T1 as 2 seconds. So what is the total time of journey?
4 seconds.
Yes. Total time of journey is 2T. So are you getting it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Then the last part is you have to find the final velocity of the ball when it strikes to ground. So I told you that it will strike with the same velocity with which it was projected. So that also is 19.6. So you can just write one sentence. Velocity with which ball, right? Ball is same as the velocity it was initially because I told you upward and downward motions are symmetrical. Whatever acceleration due to Earth's gravity retarded the motion, so the same is now accelerating. So the motion is no different. Hence, V is equal to yeah. How many of you are planning to pursue science after 10? Most of you. So take it easy. After 9th and 10th, 2 years, you will be good in physics. I don't till 8th standard, whatever you have done. How much your teacher has succeeded in scaling it. But now that fear will go.
Standard physics is fine.
Physics is always fun because it is full of experiment. It's not just theory.
So now can you show always is after work?
You are still stuck on spark plug. So right now you are not ready to understand because there are so many other things that you have to know before you know how the spark plug works. It's like you are seeing the finished product, but you don't know the underlying engineering. So in the thermodynamics chapter in engineering course, that is where you learn about. But I can tell you how the spark takes place. So on a matchbox, when you rub, so due to friction, heat is generated, and whatever the material that is rubbing, if it crosses the ignition temperature, then the fire will catch. Okay. So every substance has an ignition temperature. So in the spark plug, what happens is the fuel is injected. When you turn the key, okay, so you have a battery. The battery, when the terminals are connected, it sparks, generates sparks, because it is at high and low potential. There is a discharge, it is called discharge. So spark is nothing but discharge. So in the spark plug, you have high and low potential undergoing brief discharge. So that spark, just like a gas lighter, this produces spark, but below you have a fuel. And that spark is above the ignition temperature of the gas. So anything, that spark temperature, if it exceeds the fuel and air mixture inside your combustion engine, then it will burn, and then the smoke comes out. So in the combustion engine, so there is a spark plug required, but in EVs you don't need a spark plug. There it is, the electric current is converted into electrical to mechanical. Here it is thermodynamics, means it is heat energy to mechanical. There it is electrical to mechanical. There are different lot of things you have to know before you directly start understanding what is spark. Why did you ask me that question? But you should ask relevant question. Are we relevant in this chapter from where the spark comes? You can neither make an engine nor you will understand motion. So what will you do with the engine even if you succeed in making it? If you don't understand what the engine is supposed to do, or that you have to understand motion. What will you do? Carry the engine on your head? So you have to also know a lot of other things before those things will start making sense to you. Okay? So don't go out of sequence. Sequence is very important. Like you cannot be initially 10 years old and then you'll become 2 years old. No, it's like first you will be born, 1 year, 2 year. It's linear. That's it. Everybody is written till here.
Yeah.
Understood also? Are you writing all these questions that you are doing? Hey, these things are you not writing? Whatever is on the board, are you not writing? What have you done today? Nothing. You've only written the formula. Who will do the numericals? How will you do the questions in the exam? When we are doing it here, you understand the process, na? How to solve numerical. Now you're blank. Thinking about how to ignite, how the ignition spark works. So you have to do what you're supposed to do. Just don't daydream. पैसा बर्बाद करेगा parents का फालतू में. Don't have to daydream. Do what you're supposed to do right now. Which question is written here?
4.
3 and 4.
This is question 4.
Yeah.
Oh, he has missed the diagram. Yeah, start from here. Write at least example 4. यहाँ से start करना है तुमको.
Example 3.
Example 3, 4. I don't know. I mean, don't daydream. Won't do very good to you. Okay, now we'll do example 5. Those who are, so complete everything. Now Or okay, write example 5, leave space. Borrow notes from others. Is everybody writing or just watching?
Writing, sir.
Huh?
Sir,
Are you today only watching or writing? Keep writing. That will make you free. मतलब तुम्हारा जो fear है धीरे धीरे खत्म हो जाए. ठीक है? Because then it will sound very familiar to you. Okay, everybody read with me. Example 5. A stone is dropped from rest and falls freely under gravity. What kind of motion is this? What kind of motion is this? Upward or downward? I'm asking you, what kind of motion is this? Upward or downward? Downward motion. Okay? So first you draw this diagram. So when it is downward motion, what will be its initial velocity? You tell me. Look here and tell me. 0. Because it is at the top. Top pe the velocity has to be 0. In this case, initial velocity u will be 2. Okay. So stone is dropped from the rest and falls freely under gravity. Now gravity कौन से direction में जा रही है? Motion के direction में जा रही है. G will be positive because motion and gravity are in the same direction. So this is accelerated mode. G positive. Then calculate the distance covered by it in first 2 seconds. So t given is 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, how much distance is covered? पूरा full ground तक नहीं पूछ रहा है. क्या पूछ रहा है? In 2 seconds, how much distance is covered? So I have U, I have T, I have G, and I have S.
S is equals to U.
UT plus half AT. ये relate करता है कौन सा? Second equation. So solution में क्या लिखोगे? Solution. S is equal to UT plus half AT. Half GT. So what is U now? 0 हो गया. And T given is 2 seconds. So 2 into 9.8. This is 19.6. This is the answer. So this was a very simple question. अब तो लिखना शुरू कर सकते हो. So I have done 5 questions for you. Now you do example 6 yourself and ask me for help if you want.
तेरी वजह से weight of body on earth is 98.
Finish all the other one. Start from 3, 4, then you do 6.
सर हो गया
इजी था
सर
बहुत
बहुत
easy सर
ये रुक
ठीक है नाउ यू
सर
डू
इसी रीजन में बस लास्ट स्टेटमेंट ले लो
16
सर हो गया ले लो
ये लो
अरे नहीं लॉजिक
सॉल्यूशन सामने देख के सभी का हो जाता
अरे सर कवर करके रखेंगे
पक्का
आप पीछे
आंसर टैली करो
अरे 98
हाँ सही है
सही है ना? अगर तुम्हें कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो तो गलत हो गए अभी तुम क्या करो क्लास वर्क करो पेज नंबर 51 सिक्स हो गया सबका
यस सर
हो गया ना
यस
कोई डाउट है उसमें अभी तुम आ जाओ पेज नंबर 51 क्लास वर्क
ट्रांसपोर्ट का कौन सा
फर्स्ट से चालू करो सब करना है
जी भाई चालू किया है ये
पेज
कैसे करना है गिवन डेटा फॉर्मूला क्या लगाना है वो सब सो क्वेश्चन के साइड में जो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में दिया वो आंसर है इट इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चन दैट इज आंसर देयर मे बी सम आंसर्स रॉन्ग वेरी रेयर बट देयर मे बी सम ठीक है स्पेशली आई थिंक क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 फॉर्मूला समरी दिया है लिखा है क्या तूने फॉर्मूला समरी तो उसको क्यों पूछ रहा है फिर यू शुड रेफर योरसेल्फ दूसरों को पूछो देखो सर में नहीं जाएगा डिल्यूजनल है delusional। तो स्कूल में आज हम खूब बातें करता है
नहीं सर मैंने हाँ सर वो करता है अज़म करता है
अज़म करता है
बहुत ज्यादा अज़म तो
बहुत ज्यादा करता है कि बिकॉज ही हैज अ लाउड वॉइस वो लगता है कि
नहीं बहुत ज्यादा करता है धीरे बात करता है सर ये सारे बॉयज मिलके लाइक जब भी टीचर निकल जाती है लोग बॉल से कुछ खेलते हैं वो लोग पेपर से बॉल बनाते हैं तो पेपर से रैप या वो लोग डॉज बॉल खेलते हैं पूरी क्लास में
amongst themselves ना
या
like girls boys everybody or only boys
नहीं सिर्फ बॉयज एंड सब लड़कियों को लगता है अरे मतलब क्या करते हैं क्या मतलब हम लोग देखो सर यहाँ पे हमका टेबल है और यहाँ पे साइड में जगह और यहाँ पे साइड में जगह है तो एक टीम उधर रहता है एक टीम उधर रहता है तो हम लोग बॉल फेंक के मारते हैं और सब लड़की बैठे रहते हैं तो उनके सर पे लग जाता है तुझे लगा एक बार भी नहीं एक बार तो हमने टॉपर को मार दिया था
but you don't target them
नहीं टारगेट नहीं करते वो गलती से लग जाते दे डोंट इवन से सॉरी दो अरे चल चल
okay so we are not sitting here to resolve disputes
अरे बहुत अच्छी
स्कूल के disputes यहाँ पे resolve नहीं करेंगे
ठीक है
questions करो it is captured on camera a clip is going to go to your parents reel भेजेंगे तुम्हारे parents देखो तुम्हारा सबूत क्या गुल खिला रहा है आप पैसे कमा के मेहनत से भेज रहे हो और यहाँ ताली हुई
सर डैड
फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सभी का हो गया?
एक्सेलरेशन का यूनिट भी मालूम तुझे?
एक्चुअली सब इधर उधर से पूछ पाछ के काम चलाता है, इसके सर के अंदर कुछ नहीं है, ये दिक्कत है। जुगाड़ से काम कर रहा है।
Force is mass into acceleration. Acceleration is force into mass.
Acceleration is force into mass.
इसने लिखा है।
ध्रुव तो उसकी गलतियां मत निकाल, तू भी बिगड़ जाएगा। वो वॉल्यूम है किसका? ध्रुव का है तेरा? तो तू क्यों, तेरे वॉल्यूम का है तो उसकी कहाँ है?
उसकी घर पे
क्यों?
नहीं मिल नहीं रहा है।
ये क्या बात है?
हाँ घर पे कहीं होगा।
एक तो ये क्लास ही आधी हो गई तो अजीब ही लग रहा है। कितने बच्चे एब्सेंट हैं?
1 2 3 4 6 5 6 6
50% है ना? तो 6 और 50%.
So why don't we cancel the lecture then if 50%?
You can't afford to, because problem is now this is a class consisting of say around 4-5 schools,
Yeah.
and every school conduct exam at different duration.
Yes.
So for every school exam if we cancel, then we'll have a month without a lecture.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice नहीं तो पूरा साल ऐसे ही होगा and you will run out of time to complete the course. तो क्या होता है कि जो आ सकते हैं,
The other one, the 6.
so we have this video lectures. They will go through the video lectures, okay, and take up doubt session. That is why I mean we have to continue lectures, otherwise
Then Sunny's.
पूरा नहीं होगा. Week में 1 घंटे तो lecture होता है.
Yeah, एक मिनट.
तो फिर क्या कैसे?
देखो fourth वाला question पढ़ो.
And we have a very big syllabus.
Fourth वाला.
A force object maybe.
So it's a typographical error. A force acts for 10 seconds on
Sun plus
sun नहीं है, 10 second on. S और on के बीच में गैप ले. You wrote it? No? Show me.
Done sir. Satvik.
Clear. That is the third part. What about the third part? So have you understood also? You'll have to make a lot of effort. Huh? I'm telling you here. Otherwise, in for surprise. All right.
Thank you sir.
Thank you. I'll see you in the next class.
पैर से और करो.
और
ठंडा हो.
she was
क्या